Hello dear students, welcome back. I am Shweta and today we are going to study new chapter, that is chapter 4, e-commerce and e-governance. Till now we have studied two chapters, that is advanced web designing and database concept using LibreOffice. Thus both chapters were practical based. Today we are going to study this chapter number 4, that is e-commerce and e-governance. This chapter is based on theory. So we can say that this is a theoretical chapter. So let's begin. After watching this video, you will know what is e-commerce, difference between traditional commerce and e-commerce, advantages of e-commerce, and lastly disadvantages of e-commerce. So let us see one by one. Definition of e-commerce. But before starting definition of e-commerce, we should know what is commerce. So you might be thinking commerce means BK, SP, OC and all these subjects. But no, it is not like that. Commerce, it deals with what? Buying or selling of any products, services or any goods. Okay, what is commerce? It deals with what? Any person who is buying the product or buying the services, or even if he sells the product or sells the services or goods, that is called as what? Commerce. So commerce क्या होता है? कॉमर्स उसे कहते हैं जहाँ पे कोई चीज या किसी सर्विस को हम खरीदते हैं या बेचते हैं. ओके, दैट इज कॉमर्स. बट कॉमर्स में वो सब क्या होता है? फिजिकली होता है. ओके, बट what is e-commerce then? E-commerce stands for electronic. E stands for electronic. So electronic commerce, this came into existence in 1991. 1991 में e-commerce इन्वेंट हुआ. ओके, मीन्स व्हाट हैपन, जो काम हम लोग फिजिकली करते थे वो काम वर्चुअली होने लगा. Okay, means whatever things we were used to do physically, nowadays it has been done virtually, means through the internet. Okay, that is nothing but e-commerce. So let us see the definition of e-commerce. E-commerce is defined as a process of buying and selling of goods or services using an electronic medium such as internet. So what is this e-commerce? This also deals with buying and selling of products or services. ये भी e-commerce भी क्या होता है? It is also a process only. Means यहाँ पे भी seller रहेगा और buyer रहेगा. One is going to sell the product and another one is going to buy the product or services. But in this case you are going to require what? Internet. यहाँ पे important thing क्या है? Internet. If internet is not there, we are not going to buy or sell products online. Okay, for buying or selling products online, what is the must thing? Must is internet. अगर इंटरनेट नहीं है तो क्या आप ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग कर सकते हो? नहीं कर सकते. ओके, सो फॉर ई कॉमर्स द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज इंटरनेट. बट this e-commerce only deals with buying and selling of products? No, it again deals with something, that is, it is also used in paperless exchange of information using EDI. What is EDI? EDI stands for electronic data interchange, email, electronic money transfer, etc. So what this says, e-commerce, it is not only dealing with the buying and selling of products or any services, but it is also used for exchanging of data. Means you can exchange data from one computer to another with the help of internet or with the help of email. For email also what is required? You need internet connection. Okay, then for money transfer also what you need? Internet connection. Money you can transfer via Google Pay, bank transfer. Okay, then what again? Many apps are there for transferring the money like Paytm and all that things. For all these things, what is the must thing is internet. Okay, but what is this paperless exchange of information? What this means? For example, suppose in my office there are 100 employees working. There is an office, and in that office 100 employees are working, and I want to distribute all the works for all these employees. What works to be done, that list I want to distribute to them. So instead of taking the printouts and distributing that papers to each and every employees, what I can do, I can just give the, I will just transfer the data, means whatever the data I have chosen, means whatever the list I have give is there in my computer, that I'm going to exchange to each and every employees through the LAN. If I'm having the LAN, what I can do, I can share my information with all the employees. So in that way I can share the list also with all the employees. So in this way I'm going to save our papers. So in this way we can save the papers also. So there will be paperless exchange of information. Okay, so what we can say, e-commerce is not only used for buying and selling of the products or services, but it is also used in electronic data interchange, emails, then electronic money transfers, and many more such things, like what you can say, like anything. Even education is also done online. Okay, so even with the help of e-commerce you can do online education also. Okay, then this is all about the e-commerce. Now let's move further. Now let us see the distinguish between traditional commerce and e-commerce. So what is this traditional commerce? Traditional means what? Tradition which we are following. Okay, means that is now also, that is a habit, or we can say even now also we follow the traditional commerce. Commerce means, you know, buying and selling of products and services. So traditional way means what? Physically. Okay, and versus e-commerce. E-commerce means buying and selling a product virtually, that is online. Okay, so this is physically and this is virtually. So let us see the difference based on their comparisons. Okay, we are going to see first comparison is based on meaning. What is the meaning? What is the meaning of traditional commerce? First we are going to see that one. What is the meaning? Traditional commerce focuses on the exchange of products and services through personal interactions. What this means? This means that here what happens, whenever you want to buy any products or you want to sell any products, you are going to do it through personal interactions, face to face. Okay, means here the person can see, can interact with the buyer, customer. Okay, and customer can interact with the owner. ओके, सो यहाँ पे बायर और सेलर दोनों का इंटरेक्शन होता है, फिजिकल इंटरेक्शन. जैसे आपको जो भी चीज बाय करनी है तो आपको क्या करना पड़ता है, आप बार्गेनिंग कर सकते हो, आपका फिजिकल इंटरेक्शन हो रहा है. ओके, सो वी कैन बार्गेन, वी कैन सी ईच एंड एवरीथिंग. सो दिस इज व्हाट, हियर देयर विल बी अ पर्सनल इंटरेक्शन. बट इन केस ऑफ ई-कॉमर्स, e-commerce means carrying out commercial transactions or exchange of information electronically on the internet. In this, we can do everything in means we can exchange our information, we can do any transactions, but on the it is based on internet only. Here there will be no personal interaction. Everything is done through the internet only. Okay, that is e-commerce. Okay, then next is what? Next is processing of transaction. So how we are processing transactions in traditional commerce? Here everything will be manual, but in case of e-commerce everything is automatic. What is the meaning of manual processing and automatic processing? Now see, in case of traditional commerce, when you go to the shop for buying anything, like for example you are going to the shop for buying dress. Okay, so what happens? One person will be there, then he is going to show you different varieties of dresses. Whatever you tell to him, he is going to show you manually. Okay, one by one he is going to show you. But in case of e-commerce, what happens? Whatever type of dress you want, you have to filter that things. Okay, means if you want the dress, western dress, you are going to search in the western dresses. Then if you want to if you want to select any specific color, there also you are going to filter the color. Okay, so everything will be done what? Automatically. That is called as a processing of transaction manually and automatic. Okay, ट्रेडिशनल कॉमर्स में क्या होता है, एक आदमी रहेगा या औरत रहेगी एंड ही और शी इज गोइंग टू शो यू एवरीथिंग. बट इन केस ऑफ ई कॉमर्स व्हाट हैपेंस, एवरीथिंग वी ऑटोमेटिकली हैव टू सी एवरीथिंग. ओके, हर एक जो भी आप लोग इंफॉर्मेशन डालोगे वो आपको ऑटोमेटिकली दिखा दे जाएगा based on your requirements. Okay, now next comparison is based on accessibility. Now here in traditional commerce you can access at a limited time of period. Okay, this what here there will be a time limit. ट्रेडिशनल कॉमर्स में क्या होता है कि शॉप्स के लिए टाइम दिया जाएगा. ओके, शॉप्स आर नॉट ओपन 24/7 टाइम. Shops open for 24/7 time? No, they will be always open for a limited period of time, like for example from morning 10 to evening 10 p.m. Okay, like this there will be a time limit in case of traditional commerce. But what in case of e-commerce, it works 24/7, that is 365 days. 24/7 for 365 days they are open, means they are never closed. Okay, here in traditional commerce there will be some week holiday also. One holidays in some places, Sunday will be holiday where all shops are closed. In some places Monday will be holiday where all shops will be closed. Likewise, depends upon the area, some days are fixed where there will be where the shops will be closed on that day. But in case of e-commerce it is not the case. It will be always open. Here is no limitation of time. This is always open. Whenever you want to buy anything, you can just open the site and choose the product whichever you want to buy. Okay, or whatever. It is not only buying of product. Even if you want to send any information to if you want to send any mail to any person, that also you can do at any time if you are having internet. Okay, then even if you want to study online, that also you can do at any time. It is not having any time limit for that. Okay, so it will be open. But in case of traditional commerce, no, it is not like that. It is having a time limit. Okay, then next one is physical inspection. Physical inspection means what? If you want to buy any product, you can inspect it. If you want to do inspection of that product, whether it is good or not, that you can do in traditional commerce. But in case of e-commerce, it is not possible. So traditional commerce, goods can be physically inspected before purchasing. So आपको कुछ भी लेना रहेगा तो आप क्या करते हो, दुकान में जाओगे और जो भी चीज चाहिए आप उसको अच्छी तरह से देखोगे. एवरीथिंग यू आर गोइंग टू सी द क्वालिटी, देन द फैब्रिक, then what you can say, the color, everything, means whether it is damaged or not, that everything you can see in traditional commerce. But in case of e-commerce, that is not possible. Goods cannot be physically inspected before purchase. Before purchase, you are not able to see how the product is. Okay, आप उसको देख नहीं सकते हो, आप सिर्फ ऑनलाइन देख सकते हो. लेकिन जब वो आने के बाद ही उसका कुछ डैमेज रहेगा, या फैब्रिक अच्छा नहीं है, या क्वालिटी बेकार है, या कलर इज नॉट गुड, वॉट एवर थिंग इज देयर, दैट ओनली यू कैन सी आफ्टर बाइंग द प्रोडक्ट. Once you buy the product, then only you will come to know whether it is good or not, and then if you want you can keep it, otherwise you can exchange it or you can give it back. Okay, but in case of traditional commerce, it is not like that. You can inspect it. Okay, you can check everything, you can check all the product. Okay, then only you can buy it. Next point. Next is customer interaction. Customer interaction means what? Here in traditional commerce, from this meaning only, from this you can say what is going to happen in traditional commerce and what is going to happen in e-commerce. Customer interaction, in case of traditional commerce, you are having face-to-face interaction, right? Means customer will be there and the owner or the buyer will be there and the seller will be there. Okay, so both can interact with each other. But in case of e-commerce, only screen to face interaction is there. Screen and face is there. Means if you want to buy anything, you are going to open that site, so you are going to see the screen and your face. So you're just going to see that thing. You are not going to see who is the buyer, who is buying the product. Oh, sorry, who is buying yes, seller cannot see the buyer's face and buyer cannot see the seller's face, right? But in case of traditional commerce, it is not the thing. You both can see each other's face. Okay, so here there will be a customer interaction. Means in this case, customer can bargain with the seller. Okay, but in case of e-commerce, he cannot bargain anything. Whatever the price is given, he or she has to buy the product with the same price. Okay, but in case of traditional commerce, it is not the case. Okay, then next point is scope of business. Now here the scope of business is what? In traditional commerce, it depends upon the area. Okay, limited to particular area. What is the meaning of this limited to particular area? Means it depends upon the area wherever the shop is placed. Depend upon that area, how the people are, what type of things they can buy, at what is costly buy कर सकते हैं कि नहीं कर सकते हैं. So depending upon that area, that traditional commerce market will be there. Business will be limited to that area only. वो उतने एरिया तक ही चलेगा. वो ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड चलेगा क्या? नहीं. उसका शॉप सिर्फ उतने एरिया तक ही चलेगा. उतने एरिया के लोग ही उसके पास आके सामान लेके जा सकते हैं. Okay, they can buy the things from that area only. Okay, then but in case of e-commerce, what happens? Worldwide reach means all over the world people can see the site and they can buy the products from wherever and wherever they want. They can buy the products. Okay, so ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट कि गुजरात का रहेगा तो उसको अलग उसको नहीं दिखेगा और मुंबई का रहेगा तो उसको अलग दिखेगा. इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट. इट इज वर्ल्ड वाइड. The site is open for everyone. So what will happen here? The scope of business will be all over the world. But in case of traditional commerce, it will be limited to the particular area only. जहाँ पे है वहाँ तक ही उसका limitations रहेगा. Okay. Then next point. Now in case of traditional commerce, you can pay through cash, through credit cards, check, etc. Now see, now this credit cards, debit cards, then Paytm, Google Pay, all this has been started in traditional commerce. Previously it was not there. Okay, but now this has started. So but check you can give in traditional commerce, but check is not allowed in e-commerce. E-commerce में check चलता है क्या? No. Here what we can do, how we can do the money payment? Through bank transfer, credit card, e-wallet, then mobile payment, etc. Means here see, here the bank transfer is not allowed. Traditional commerce में बैंक ट्रांसफर होने वाला है क्या? नहीं. बैंक ट्रांसफर के लिए आपको क्या चाहिए? अकाउंट नंबर एंड ऑल द थिंग्स. सो यहाँ पे आपको आप वो बायर से नहीं बोलोगे कि आपका अकाउंट नंबर दो फिर मैं ट्रांसफर करता हूँ एंड ऑल द थिंग्स. यू आर दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल. यस, यू कैन पे थ्रू क्रेडिट कार्ड्स, डेबिट कार्ड्स, देन ऑल दिस थिंग्स, गूगल पे, Paytm and all that things is going to work in traditional commerce, but bank transfer, this is not going to work. Okay, check is going to work in traditional commerce, but check is not going to work in e-commerce. Rest all things are possible, but one more thing is that here you're going to give cash directly. आप directly cash pay करते हो, but in case of e-commerce direct cash is not allowed. Cash on delivery is allowed. Once you get your product in hand, then you can give the money to the person. But in case of e-commerce, we are not going to pay cash online. आप हार्ड कैश दे रहे हो क्या? नहीं. आप दोगे तो भी किससे देने वाले हो? क्रेडिट कार्ड, डेबिट कार्ड, इससे ही पेमेंट करने वाले हो. ओके, सो दैट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन पेमेंट इन ट्रेडिशनल कॉमर्स एंड ई कॉमर्स. ओके, लेट्स मूव फर्दर. Next one is delivery of goods. Delivery of goods. Now what is delivery of goods? Delivery of goods means what? Here you are going to get the product. If you go to the shop, you can buy it instantly. But in case of e-commerce, it is going to take some time. Okay, so in case of traditional commerce, instantly you can buy the product. If you go to the shop and if you like the product, whatever you want, whatever product you want, and if you are going to the shop and if you like it, you will buy it. Okay, but in case of e-commerce, what will happen? It is going to take time. Even if you ordered the product, it takes some time to come to your home. Okay, depending upon your area where you stay, depending upon that, it is going to take time. Okay, it can take 2 days, it can take 3 days or a week. Okay, likewise. Then lastly we can say scope. Now this scope point, this is scope means what? It is the scope of a business only. Either you can write limited to particular area in traditional commerce, or you can even write local. ओके, स्कोप इज लोकल. यहाँ पे सिर्फ लोकल एरिया के लिए ही उसका स्कोप रहेगा. बट इन केस ऑफ ई कॉमर्स इट विल बी global. So this two, scope of business and scope, is one and the same point. Limited to particular area, or we can say local area, your worldwide reach, or we can say global. Okay, so this is all about the traditional commerce versus e-commerce. I hope this point is clear to you. See, even if you know any more points for this, even you can write that also. It is not that you have to write only this much points. Even if you know again more things about traditional commerce and e-commerce, even that you can add in this case. Okay, then let us move on further. Now let us see the advantages of e-commerce. What are the advantages? First advantage is global scope. We have already discussed this thing that e-commerce is limitation is there or what? No, it is not having any limitation, and its scope is global, means all over the world we can buy and sell the products through e-commerce. So e-commerce provides the sellers with a global reach. Now sellers and buyers can meet in the virtual world without barrier of place. So what is this? Now here there will be no barrier, no obstacle, means there will be no obstacle of what place. It doesn't depend that if you're staying in Kalyan and if the product is in China, even China or Japan or from the outside world, even from there you can order this what products. Okay, that can that comes in the way it wants to, but even from there also you can buy the product. Now there is no barrier of what place. Barrier means what? Obstacle. Okay, so it depends upon what? It depends upon your service only, but it is going to give you the product. If it is available all over the site, if it is available on the site, then you are having accessibility. You can access it from anywhere. Okay, so global scope means what? You can, any buyers and sellers, they can buy the products online. Virtual world means there is no need to go to that place. आपको जाने का जरूरत है क्या वहाँ पे? नहीं, आपको आप यहाँ से बैठ के ही उस जहाँ से ऑर्डर करें वहाँ से ऑर्डर करो और वो आपके घर तक आ जाएगा. Okay, so that is the first advantage. Next one, electronic transaction. What is electronic transaction? E-commerce reduces the paperwork and significantly lower the transaction cost. So if you want to transfer the data from one computer to another, then that you can do using what? E-commerce. So इससे क्या हो जाएगा? आपका पेपर का भी सेव हो जाएगा. आपके पेपर भी सेव हो जाएंगे. You are going to reduce the paperwork. आपको पेपर से हर एक बात लिख के सेंड करने का जरूरत नहीं है. डायरेक्टली डेटा ट्रांसफर करो यूजिंग योर कंप्यूटर्स एंड द अदर पर्सन विल गेट द डेटा. Okay, so this way you are going to save the papers. It enables the use of credit cards, debit cards, smart cards and other modes of electronic payment. So electronic transaction, not only the data transaction will be done, even you can transfer monies also using credit card, debit card, Google Pay, Paytm, then what smart cards are there, and again many more electronic payment we can do it. Okay, nowadays. So that is electronic transaction. Next advantage is cost saving. E-commerce application provides users with more options to compare and select the cheaper and better option. It helps in reducing the cost of searching a product. Now see, e-commerce application provides users. What this says? Now see, when you are going to buy anything online, that time what you are going to do? You are going to search that product in different sites, online shopping sites. Okay, like for example, if you want to buy the mobile phone, what you are going to do? You are going to see the price of that mobile phone in Flipkart, in Amazon and another sites available. Okay, you are going to compare the price, and wherever the price is less, what you are going to do? You are going to buy that. If everything is same, if the specifications, if the mobile phone is same but the cost is varying, means if the cost is different, then what you are going to do? You are going to buy the product where the cost is less. Okay, you are going to buy the product from that app or that application, from that site where the product is cheaper. Okay, then it helps in reducing the cost of searching a product. So in this way, what happen? If it is through traditional way, then what will happen? You are going to go in one shop, then again you will go to the another shop. Like this, you have to search in each and every shop. Wherever you find it good, in that shop you are going to buy. So in this, so in case of e-commerce, there is no need of moving from one place to another. So it is reducing the cost of searching a product also. Online setting only you can do everything in e-commerce, right? So this is the cost saving. Okay. Next, anytime shopping. One other great advantage is convenience. Means according to your convenience, according to the time, or whenever you're convenient, whenever you're getting the time, that time you can do the shopping. suppose the whole day you are busy in your office or in your college, or in your studies, and whenever you are getting the time, that time you can do the shopping work. But in case of traditional commerce, it was not the thing. In traditional commerce, they are having the time limit, so you want to go to the shop between that time only. Okay, but in case of e-commerce, no, at any time you can order the product. Okay, so customer can shop 24/7. Here the shopping is, the website is active all the time. It does not have working hours like a shop. That's why you can buy the products at any time. Okay, you can order your products anytime in case of e-commerce. Next is no intermediaries. What does this means? Intermediaries means what? Some middleman will be there. Okay, means some person or some thing will be there for buying the products and goods. Okay, but in case of e-commerce, nothing like that. It also allows the customer and the business to be in touch directly without any intermediaries. This allows for quick transactions and communication. So here there will be no person or nothing will be there in between business, customer and the business. You on doing online shopping means यहाँ पे ऐसा कोई आएगा नहीं बीच में कोई बोलने के लिए कि ये लो, ये अच्छा है, वो लो, वो अच्छा है. Okay, no person will be interacting between the customer. Okay, here you can directly, whatever you like, nobody is going to force you to buy this product or that product. You can directly buy the product whichever you want, and it can be of your choice. Okay, this allows for quick transactions and communication. In this way, what will happen? You can quickly do the transactions and communicate with the person, if with the dealer with whom you want to deal. Okay, then next in public services. It helps to provide public services like healthcare, education, social services, etc. at reduced cost or for free. Now see, public services in this lockdown, we have seen that many of the sites, many of the educational institutions, they have provided education freely, or some courses also. Many institutes, many colleges, they have given free workshops, then free trainings for the students, for everyone. Okay, so free things are available for publics. Then like healthcare is also there. Then you can have some social services activities are also going on. So this can be at some price, or it can be free also. Some are costing you and some might be of free cost also. So this all are the advantages of e-commerce. See, many more advantages you can say in case of e-commerce. It is not like that only these are the advantages. Even more advantages can be there in case of e-commerce. Okay, so see, in all these things, we can say means you can write it in your own words also. But its global scope means what? That e-commerce will be available all through the world. Means we can buy the products or sell the products anywhere in the world. Okay, then electronic transaction means we can transfer the data from one place to another by using emails. Okay, then you can send the messages using WhatsApp. Okay, so there is no limitations that WhatsApp can be sent from one place to any place. The person is staying anywhere in the world, then also you can send the message through WhatsApp, right? If you're having the number, you can send the messages, right? Then you can do the payments also using bank transfer also you can do online. Then by smart cards, by debit cards, by credit cards, by Google Pay, all these things, these are the options you can do in electronic transactions, right? Then you can save the cost of papers by transferring data from computer to computer only. There is no need of transferring the data by giving information on the papers. So okay, you can save that also. Then what you can say, that you can compare and sell the cheaper. Cost saving means, yeah, this we can say for this cost saving in case of paper. Here we are already told about the paper, so no need of writing anything about paper in case of cost saving. This how they are saving the cost? By comparing the products in different applications or in different websites. Okay, then you can save the wherever the cost is cheaper, from that website you are going to buy the product. By this way you are going to save the cost also, and there is no need to go from shop to shop. आपको physically नहीं जाना है shop पे. Okay, in this way you are saving the time also of searching the product. Then anytime shopping means if you are not having the time in the time day, then you can buy the product at the night also, because this online websites, they are open all the time, 24/7 they are open, so you can buy the product at any time. Okay, then no intermediaries means what? Here there will be no middleman. Okay, so see, in this case you can again say one more thing for this. See what happens when you buy the products traditionally. That time what will happen, this shopkeepers, they are buying their products from somebody else. Okay, then they are buying the products, then they are going to sell you with higher cost, क्योंकि वो किसी से बाय करते हैं. सपोज उन्होंने वो चीज 1000 में ली है उससे, तो आपको कितने में बेचेंगे उन लोग? 1500 में, क्योंकि उनको भी तो कुछ प्रॉफिट चाहिए, या 1200 में, बिकॉज दे ऑल्सो वांट द प्रॉफिट. 200 का प्रॉफिट, अगर 1000 का चीज उन लोग 1200 में बेचेंगे तो उनको 200 का तो फायदा होने वाला है. सो दे आर गोइंग टू सेल इन दैट वे, बिकॉज देयर इज अ इंटरमीडिएटरीज, because they want to buy from somebody else and they are going to sell to you, so they want some profit, so they are going to sell you at higher price. But that is not the case of e-commerce. E-commerce में यहाँ पे कोई middleman ही नहीं रहता, डायरेक्टली आप और बायर है. ओके, सो कस्टमर और बायर डायरेक्ट रिलेशनशिप में रहेंगे, बीच में कोई नहीं है, तो आपको उसका भी पैसा बच जाता है. ओके, तो यहाँ से आपका ट्रांजेक्शन भी जल्दी से होता है और आपका पैसे भी उसमें सेव हो जाता है. ओके, ये द ट्रांजेक्शन will be directly, that's why. Then public services, this is all what all the public services like healthcare will be there. Then education is also provided, social services are also there, so all these things they can do it freely also or at some cost. Okay, so this all are the advantages of e-commerce. Now if there are advantages, then naturally there can be डिसएडवांटेजेस ऑल्सो. ऐसा नहीं है कि हमेशा सिर्फ अच्छा ही रहेगा, उसमें कुछ खराबी भी रह सकती है, कुछ चीज उसमें कमी भी रह सकती है. ओके, सो लेट अस सी द डिसएडवांटेजेस ऑफ ई कॉमर्स. Disadvantages of e-commerce. First one is setup cost. Setup cost means what? The setup of the hardware and software, the training cost of employees, the constant maintenance and upkeep are all quite expensive. Now what is the meaning of this? Now see, in case of e-commerce, so for building that application you need hardware as well as software. आपको जो एप्लीकेशन बनाना है, आपको जो ऑनलाइन वेबसाइट बनानी है शॉपिंग के लिए या किसी और के लिए, एजुकेशन के लिए भी आपको अगर बनाना है, तो क्या होता है, आपको हार्डवेयर का भी जरूरत पड़ता है, आपको सॉफ्टवेयर का भी. ओके, यू नीड हार्डवेयर एज वेल एज सॉफ्टवेयर फॉर दैट क्रिएटिंग वेब एप्लीकेशन. ओके, देन वो साइट पे कितने एम्प्लॉयज काम कर रहे हैं, उन सबको ट्रेनिंग भी देना पड़ता है कि कैसे ही वर्कआउट होता है. Okay, so for example Flipkart, if employees are there who are working in Flipkart, so they are given the training. कॉस्ट भी एम्प्लॉयज को सैलरी भी तो देना पड़ेगा और ट्रेनिंग का भी तो कॉस्ट लगेगा, उनको ट्रेनिंग भी देना पड़ता है, तो उसका भी तो कॉस्ट लगता है. देन द कॉन्स्टेंट मेंटेनेंस, आपको वो साइट को हमेशा मेंटेन करना पड़ता है. ऐसा नहीं है कि एक बार बनाया तो छोड़ दो, ऐसा नहीं रहता है. हमेशा जो भी साइट बनाते हैं उसको मेंटेन करना ही पड़ता है, उसको चेक करना पड़ता है कि ये बराबर चल रहा है कि नहीं चल रहा है. ओके, सो मेंटेनेंस कॉस्ट रहता है. एंड अपकीप आर ऑल क्वाइट एक्सपेंसिव. अपकीप मीन्स व्हाट? यू हैव टू कीप इट अप टू डेट. मीन्स व्हाट? अब तक मीन्स जो भी रिक्वायर्ड है, जो भी रिक्वायरमेंट रहती है वो सब वो फुलफिल करना चाहिए. तो आपको जो भी चीजें लगती है वो एप्लीकेशन बनाने के लिए, तो उसके लिए जो कॉस्ट लगने वाला है वो ज्यादा रहता है. सो सेटअप कॉस्ट इज एक्सपेंसिव. ओके, सो दिस इज अ डिसएडवांटेज. ज्यादा पैसे लगने वाला है सेटअप के लिए, दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज वन ऑफ द डिसएडवांटेज. लेट्स सी द अनदर वन. फिजिकल प्रेजेंस. Lack of touch or feel of products during online shopping is a drawback. See, physical presence means what? You cannot touch the product or you cannot feel that product. You're just watching that product online. आप सिर्फ साइट पे देख रहे हो प्रोडक्ट को, लेकिन वो एक्चुअली कैसा है वो कब पता चलेगा? जब वो आपके घर पे आएगा. Once it is delivered, then only you will come to know that how the product is. Okay, but by seeing it online, you cannot judge that product. Okay, so that is one of the disadvantage. Okay, that is one of the disadvantage of e-commerce. Next one, security or privacy. It is difficult to ensure the security or privacy on online transactions. Now See, we online transactions means what, you're sending the money online, or you are transferring the money from one place to another place, so that security we cannot guarantee it. उसके ऊपर हम लोग बोल नहीं सकते कि yes this is a secure payment or it is a private payment. Many hackers are there. There are many hackers who look for opportunities, and thus an e-commerce site, service, payment gateways all are always prone to attack. See, so some hackers, you have heard this all the time. Many times you come to know that yes, this hacker has hacked this site, that site, and because of that, what happens? Why they are hacking the sites? To get your data, okay, to get your data. So once if they come to know the password of your credit card or your debit card, then what will happen? They will just hack all the money from your cards. Okay, so there is a chance of hacking your data, your money transactions and all that things they can hack. Okay, so that is means it is not this e-commerce, it is not giving you security and privacy. Okay, so that is a drawback of e-commerce. Then next, goods delivery. Goods delivery, there may arrive sometimes problem even after the order is placed, like shipping, delivery, mix-ups, etc. This makes customers unhappy and dissatisfied. What is the meaning of this? See, there may arrive sometimes problem. So once you have ordered the product, what will happen? It is going to take some time to come to your place. So depending upon the place, it can take lots of days to come. Okay, sometimes it is taking many days. They say that yes, within 5 days you are going to get your delivery, but sometimes it can be too late also. Depends upon the shipping. Okay, then delivery means delivery will be late, shipping will be late. Then mix-ups means sometimes what will happen, by mistakenly they will give you another product. ओके कभी कभी मिक्सअप हो जाता है, ये प्रोडक्ट बुलाया था वो प्रोडक्ट आ गया, या कभी कभी कलर चेंज हो जाता है, जिससे आपने बोला रेड ड्रेस मंगाया था लेकिन आया ब्लू ड्रेस. सो लाइकवाइज ओके दिस थिंग्स कैन हैपन. अगर आप फिजिकली जाओगे तो क्या हो जाता है, आपको जो चाहिए वो ही आप चीज लोगे. ओके तो और इंस्टेंटली मिल जाएगा, लेकिन वो केस ई कॉमर्स में होता है क्या, नहीं. इसके लिए एक तो चीज इंस्टेंटली नहीं मिलने वाली है, आपको टाइम लगने वाला है, डिपेंड्स कि आपको कब मिलेगा वो प्रोडक्ट, आपको इंतजार करना पड़ता है. देन कि वो जो हम लोग ने मंगाया वो ही आएगा क्या, उसका भी गारंटी नहीं है. ओके सो दिस ऑल थिंग्स आर डिसएडवांटेजेस इन केस ऑफ ई कॉमर्स. सो इससे क्या हो जाता है, कस्टमर अगर एक बार आ गया तो वो अगर आप जो चाहिए तो वैसे नहीं आया तो the customer will be unhappy and will be dissatisfied. Okay, so the customer is not satisfied with all these things, so this makes his mood off. That is a disadvantage. And lastly, we can say quality. There is no guarantee of product quality. So this is also the thing, when the product comes you never know how the quality will be. Yes, on the site it looks very good, very attractive, many nice reviews were there, but when once that product comes to your house, that time you come to know the quality of your product. So we cannot guarantee that the quality will be good only. Okay, it can be bad also. So all these are the disadvantages of e-commerce. Even if we can write many more disadvantages in case of e-commerce if you feel so. Like see what happens, you need for e-commerce, what is the important thing, you need internet. If internet is not there, if internet is not working, if it is disabled, what will happen, you are not able to do the online work. Okay, for e-commerce important thing is internet. If it is not there, if it fails, then everything fails in e-commerce. Okay, so this is the disadvantage of e-commerce, that also you can add here. Okay, then again what you can say, that if the application fails, then everything fails. Suppose the Flipkart application is there, if that application has some fault in their application, if that fails, what will happen, everything fails. Okay, so that should be also perfect. For that also you need what, maintenance cost. So that is also the disadvantages of e-commerce. Then what, you cannot bargain, that is also the disadvantage. Okay, so in case of traditional you can bargain for the products, but in case of e-commerce you cannot bargain with the person, you have to buy the product as of the cost, whatever the cost is given, at that cost only you have to buy the product. Okay, that is also one of the disadvantage. So that also you can see. Then here yes, touch and feel we have already discussed. So this is all about the disadvantages of e-commerce. So I hope this all is clear to you. What is e-commerce? What is commerce? What is the difference between traditional commerce and e-commerce? Advantages and disadvantages of e-commerce. So this is all for today. See you in the next lecture. Till then, study. Thank you for watching this video. See you in the next lecture. Till then, take care, be safe and enjoy learning.